Hey, yeah, it's Alex from Blue Lightning Software. I'm just going to get on to the first parts of getting this job together. Crikey, I can't even remember. Remember how to make a job. So when I turn this code into if you've seen the first part of the intro, we're going to take all of this code, gut it into a job. So let's do it. On these iJob parallel 4s, it's all going to be burst compile. So what we've got to do is take all the information that is needed. Bit boring. I can't remember all this attribute names. I might have to. I think it's reads only like that. Why does it like that? 'Cause it's got implement the interface. So I'm a bit quiet. It's quite kind of late here, and I'm just going to mumble through this one. I think I'm not going to be shouting out loud too hard. So yeah, what we're doing is we're taking all these things and we're putting them into the. I should take note of what the types are. Vector 3, so that becomes a float 3. It's not like that type. What's up with that? It's a float 3. What's up? Using Unity, that's a Unity mathematics type. Didn't realise that for last time. I'm still quite new to this. Character up is another float 3. Character forward is used also. So we've got. Let's type those in. Let's call that forward. Up. So yeah, we just got to get these into a struct where it will all work. Okay, do you know what? I'm going to ignore these because I think I never actually used these ever. Is current up actually ever used? No, not outside of these. I can come back to this, but honestly I think I never used those. I mean, obviously we could add them if we did. So this is interesting. Current velocity was like an in and out, but it's going to be just an in here. Bool is stable on ground. How much is that used? Just is there, right? There's some other stuff. All the grounding stuff. It's probably better to pass these in like this. Remember, it's a bool. Ground normal. really boring, slow. This is kind of like, yeah, I do this late at night sometimes. And yeah, great. It's really good. The exciting part is just finding all the bits going in. So we've got is stable on ground, we've got the ground normal now. This just needs character up, there's nothing new in there. What was that? Got character up, move input vector. Is that new? I'm so boiler code person. I tend to just really chip away at this boiler stuff all the time. Yeah, bored. Just do this. Got the move, got the normalize, just making out of everything else. It's kind of handy, these compilers, because everything I think maybe I should bunch these up into types. Do you know what I mean? Like all the floats, the aren't float 3 at the top, but it doesn't really matter. Just get some kind of order. That's stable move speed. Stable move sharpness. What is that? That's a float as well. So it's just a load of factors that. Oh, I had an idea about this. What I was thinking, yeah, now that I'm looking at all this, these in themselves are going to form a struct that is purely data. That's going to be like this. So we can probably pass this in a native array of these to our 4, because I'm just noticing these are all single kind of things. What we'll probably wind up with though is this, a native array. What's that with this X native array? What's that about? Just give me a native array, yeah, of character data. This is probably how it will work. That's what I'm thinking of. Reads only is an ambiguous ref. I screwed myself already. What's going on? That became, when did that become? What did I do to make that become ambiguous? Oh my god, kinematics got this. You're joking. What does it use that for? Up is oh, it's just ruined it, right? Am I getting this right? Hold on. If it was called anything else, this. Oh wow. Bah. How many times is that used then? It's not used in this one. It's to do with the namespace. What it's saying is that the character controller has this also. It does use them. So sure. Only on Capsule Collider. is that ever used? Yeah, that would make sense. How do you do that again? You go, alright, because, the only time that's used is here, literally just this. Which is not a problem there. So annoyed. I think then either I've got to create a new file, or I'm not sure how you do this for an attribute. Wow, that's fed me up. Okay, I'm going to create a new file. To these matters. It's kind of base of scripts. I'm fast for that. Right, that's it. There was a cool way to do that, but I don't know what it was. Oh, is it because I typed that in at the start? No. So I'm a bit slow because I'm kind of new to it. Because it doesn't even need a public class. Does that look reasonable? Yeah. So slow, that's messed me up because I'm much quicker going between them on the same page. Okay, air acceleration speed. Also, alright, this is where I've gone wrong. Actually, I've got an idea. Look, these no longer need to be read-only. Only the native array needs to be read-only. Let's go back here. I can get on with it easily. Okay, air acceleration speed. Max air move speed. Because these are parts of the character controller that we could use as its store of all these things. It'd probably be a precursor to doing the rest of it as we install this as the data store on here. Completely rip out all this stuff, so it's not printing to one of these. This will just exist within each character controller. Okay, so found any ground is a new one. We've got the ground normal, we've got character up, I think we've got most stuff. Found any ground was new. It's pretty close. These two, right? These should be constants, actually. I'm not sure how you can add, or if you can add these as constants to a struct. It's a hard concept, but the job will not allow you to pass stuff to it the way I'm thinking of doing it. Just trying to think how this might work. Does that work? Nope. Well, we can't. Vector 3 just can't be a const. If it's never used anywhere else, that won't work. Float 3 cannot be declared const. There's no such thing within. Yeah. Nope. It has to be one of these read-only static things. This actually was what I was thinking about. Gravity. Every one of these character control, it wasn't actually a constant to begin with. You got gravity and you have drag. Wow. I'm also worried that if I store these as structs within, I'm just thinking there's an ergonomics design thing here that the data for these is, what I'll do is I'll just throw them in as a float node, float 3. But it's just worth thinking that you can't pass constants. I don't think they can reference anything outside of the struct, or anything in any data passed in. What I think we're going to have to do is load these anyway into a native array, because they're not going to be contained separately. So what I think will be a function along the lines of load, hold on, it's going to be a character data, load character data. Those weirdo bracket, that is IntelliSense at its greatest. So what I was going to do is kind of wow, so late, late in the day. Since I switched off the IntelliSense. So I was gonna load these like from this, because even if you put them in an array, it would kind of copy it anyway. This might wind up copying it twice. This is just, if I replace these within the thingy, okay, I will lose a lot of data that's in prefabs. Does that make sense? So I could just do this. See how far that goes. They're just straight copies of things. In probably not the most exciting stream, this. Person does boiler, goes on forever. I was thinking this might make sense. I think what might be more ideal, up and current velocity doesn't exist. Possibly this not existing is for a reason. Yeah, because these are all set as public floats, so on the classes that use these on a load of prefabs, it's got these set and all rigged up for certain NPCs and stuff. So actually, if I flip them here, if I didn't do it weird like this, well, not weirdly, if I didn't load up a struct with these things here, the way this is going down, this struct is out of action almost. It's almost along the, but we're doing it as an array. Yeah, no, this makes sense now. It's got to have an array of data. Yeah, no, this does make sense, honestly. Yeah, now I'm getting it back. Here we go. Does make sense. Not sure how interesting these are for streams. Do you see what I mean? But it's quite a lot of it becoming apparent that that's part of the structure. Some of these are not not their actual names within this. Some of these are like this. These would have been data of this object. Yeah, no, this is making a lot more sense. There's only a few that are actually variables within the object. Only this one is actually passed in. Rest are private, so it could be setting those internally. That's the one that that's so far the only one I'd have to worry about with NPCs. I know all these movement speeds, this kind of stuff, these sometimes vary. really boring bit of development. Just getting this kind of stuff rigged up. Yeah, there's a few there. Just what I mean. If I change these, then all of the NPCs lose these. But it's not the end of the world because they're usually pretty default anyway. And then these need to be set. I mean, I messed up with these. Gravity's no good. Gravity is now float 3, yeah. I mean, I'm like, that could be 0,0. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know what drag is set to. What's the drag default? I never change drag, but don't worry. The gravity would actually be 100% a concept that's not going to change. It would be constant. If I was going to make anything in this job, if it's a job, that would be constant. Okay, so we've got to get these into. I've got to strip these out. Mode of ground normal, all this kind of stuff. That's the effective ground normal. Did I even write that? No. Just that ground normal. Mode of character up. I think it's good, even if we totally change this to kind of get a feel for this, some kind of structure, and then we can change it. Character up. What's the other one? Character forwards you somewhere. Probably in the rotation above. I think that's the only time it's used, but it is used. Velocity is kind of special. Because that was passed in like that. Delta time, I think, actually is job specific. Did I even? Oh man, I had to move the job to here. Gosh, this could be too too boring. This could be too boring for a stream. So I'm worried about the it's because I'm not very talkative this time of night. It's the kind of time I do actually do stuff like this. I've forgotten what that thing's called. That's character data out of a. Oh, I switched these to my. I switch these to my namespace. That's cool. It's going to pick that up then. Not if it's inside the if it's inside the object. Let's take it outside because this is a class. In fact, we could put it here and I can remember where we are now. I can see it. Then kinematic control, it's all loaded up except for his stable ground. Found any ground and stable ground. What to do with these grounding statuses? Oh, that's this one. Hold on, so what's that? Is that is stable and ground? And that still not sure that's right. So I mean, these are like public and these are private factors of, it sounds stupid, but I'm almost getting like a nested struct idea. I can either just do it like that, or these can all be like a nested struct. That are used within this kinetic character. It might save time. You might wind up cloning it twice. I'm just thinking how it would work. You create this character data, that is then passed. If that went straight into the array that it's going into, it might be alright. I'll do it like this. That's the easiest, quickest way to write it. I'll do a bit of research and figure out that might be quicker to plug it in, and then we set these on the object within a struct within the object. Because I find often, you know, you do serializable, that kind of thing, but and then we would just for these just for the ones that not serial. I think that probably does work, but you need system. Yeah. But don't worry, no, we'll just leave it for now. So that's quite a bit. I think that's most of the data that was needed. I didn't get as far as the jumps. Jump requested, stable ground, ground normal, character up, jump up speed. Do we have jump up speed? Oh, the jump speeds weren't put in there. The way it was laid out in here was much clearer, of which were like, because these two are the inputs for movement and orientation, look and move. So we're into the jumps. Jump requested. Jump this frame. Is it dumb? Is this a dumb idea? Does this need a job? Yes, it does, because it is part of the process. It adds the velocities onto it. So the dog's way of saying this stream can be too boring. Right. I just find it's better to just push through these till it's done. That's just me, but you know, at least felt it was done. jump this frame is going to be different, okay, because it's to do with that. So in fact, there's double jumps and all this kind of thing. What this job will need, that's an odd one. This is an odd one. So you got jump requested. Because it's a job, I think it's going to be something like, it's one of the things it needs to pass out in addition to the velocity. The only other thing is going to be jump information. Jump status. So I was thinking I could put like an integer or something that a number that tells us about the jump status coming out of this. It's almost like the way it's rigged, actually, the way I've rigged this is there's not a lot of choice. Okay, these are like a remnant of the old system, i.e. if jump was requested, a jump is made, you know, there's never any doubt, it just does it. Anyway, it is predetermined. This used to determine the status and possibility of jumps, but now it doesn't. So actually, whatever jump went in, kind of came out. So we don't need that because it's predetermined. Actually, more than it suggests when you look at that code. I can do it like this. Although those two are kind of exclusive. Dodge isn't at the moment. Jump consumed dodge, they're predetermined by that, actually, the way it works. If that goes in, this comes out no matter what. That's how it is. Alright, so doesn't need that anymore. What have we got? We've got the jump up speed. We've got jump up speed, yes. Jump scalable forward speed. And now we've got the double jump ones, which kind of factor this. They kind of extend the jumps. Okay. Jump scalable forward speed, has that been done? Yes. Load of stuff just for the jump speed. And of course, is max stable movement speed already done? Yes. So That could be everything that is needed. There's quite a lot, right? The only thing I'm considering is because these are copied in, they're no longer in this. There's a few extra things. I think that's probably it. Internal velocity add. Okay, I'll just give it to you straight. I never use internal velocity add. It's a nice thing. To have in that sense. It's like a push, you know, it's like a little boost on his velocity from wherever, so it could come from any factor. That's not like a rigid body or something. It's like a you could add it via the controller. Any kind of the dodge and jumps kind of add their own thing based here. That's all controlled by this. I'm just thinking about adding these to the characters so that I only set them here, and then rather than this load up function, we just pass in the one from the controller. That would cover this. These all seem to need doing. Okay, and then these are kind of let's bunch them up. You can't actually have a jump without a double jump. These two exclude each other. Gravity and drag are kind of constants usually. However, they are more part of the character's public variables, properties. So this could all be the public part of the character controller. These are like some internal things that are set for movement. These actually need to be loaded up. So these are the only ones that need to be set from something else within it. These would need like this kind of thing. I can either load it all as one or have these separated already inside the. It makes a lot of sense for them to actually be already built. So there'd actually be like oh, this seems weird. So that would be a job data. This would be the character data, would actually be this. And then you would have like something like that. I'm not sure how hard you can push jobs to do this. Hopefully that's all right. Even this. So either we pass in two, we could keep these separate. Technically these are like a slightly different thing. I'm just not sure what's best, to have loads of different native arrays, like 2, or to just overload them like that. So I know certainly these, I can show you what I'm getting at with these. This only one needs doing, so there should be a so I mean something like this, that's still needed. What are the ones I'm looking at? Look input vector, for instance. Look vector. Just set there, so it could be like I'm not sure, I want loads of different ones. Character move data. So on actually having these, you have character move data. This is private. These no longer exist. What breaks? Loads of stuff. But the only ones then would matter are like you have like this. So we're going to work. No, because I put a little C on it. Whoops. So you can see what I mean. So these are now set like that. They're already in a struct. I do that for all the public stuff, and then I can load up like this. I'm not sure if it's the brightest way to do it. But it would mean kind of like the load up thing would then look like data dot character public data dot character data equals, is that 100% clear? I'm not sure. Particularly if it doesn't like it. Because I did this the wrong time somehow. Duh. Oh, wow. Type things. So that'd just be that. I'm not even sure that's the brightest. Why even copy that one? I mean, just put these into. There's going to be a loading of an array. I think possibly load 3 arrays. Nitty-gritty burst native arrays. One or several. What is burst? It's kind of stuff I'd worry about. Otherwise, I think actually it's probably quicker to have 3 native arrays, although that could so easily be part of this one. Or just load them when you load them. That one's half done anyway. Jump requested. It's totally blown up this. This just won't compile anymore. If I start doing that. Massively blown up, yeah, there we go. So these would be they're kind of setting themselves as within structs, within the character. I mean, technically that one's done now. But it means what I'm saying is that we have a native array of character move datas. Whoops. I'm kind of veering towards this at the moment. That's dumb. Doesn't look right anyway. Looks over complex. So we're quite close to this. Either I can load this up or I switch that into the public fields. I might spend some time looking at them. So you think if that's a good idea? Taking a breather. I mean, there's the next stage after this is to plug in some more stuff. It's basically to start writing these into the actual job. I'll do the first one. We'll look at the rotation. Let's just lift it completely. I missed a bit. Look, what are these called in math? Are these called quaternions? Are called. So Unity Math does have a quaternion. So when we're in here, we have I'm just not sure whether to reference these all the time like this or to pull them out locally. Dot wow. Is there a float 3 0? Yeah, cool. What is up with that? It's not that. stuff easier, I think, if I do that. Really lost it. What's going on with it? Can nest it, you know. That's the one it doesn't like. Oh, it's trying to compare it as 3 balls. What? What was that? Struggling with this one. What is he trying to say that? Static reader only float 30. Equality on that is so annoying. Oh, do you know what? No. Alright. Fed up already. Solved. Math.all. What is that nonsense all about? What is this? That's balmy, isn't it? Math. That's little math as well, isn't it? Math.all. That's just nutty. Anyway. That's saying each part of that float is equal. Do you know, I get so lost if I don't do this, if I don't break these out. I'm gonna personally lose it. Snail's pace is the kind of time of day for me. Motor forward, so these now character job data. Do you know what? They were working with them. I prefer if they're all the same thing, because I'll just patch the names in. It doesn't matter, I'll keep trying to work like this. Trying to remember which is which kind of thing. Current rotation came in then. Imparted data, no. Movement data, no. Job data. I might get used to it. See, that's now done. That's the rotation. The rotation is now done. Yeah. Phew. Still not sure about that. That's the idea anyway. Save it all. My thing's not going to open anymore with this. So tidy this up. I almost want to get rid of all the red. It would just mean doing all of it now. That's done, really. Yeah, that no longer exists. I'm talking about doing all this before the end of the stream, just so I can save it. It's no longer there. So I'm gonna make a mistake because it's late and I'm getting tired, but you can get the gist. Not sure how interesting the whole stream is. Watch someone do the boring bits of development. Just be chugging away like this. I might just leave it. Hopefully you can see the point, and I'll come back to it. It's only because I'm tired and I can't. I'm not going to be saying very much, and it's just going to be boring watching this. It's just me, someone boiling this in. So we're just going to take all of this and shove it into here, and then we've got a job. I think we're going to have to wait till tomorrow. It's getting really late here, so I'm going to knock this stream on the head. Hopefully we can see the direction. Elves and the Shoemakers, either I don't bother doing it at all and just go to bed now, and then I'll try and stream it tomorrow. Maybe even pick it up and type it all in on stream. So there we go. That's kind of the gist of. I'm not 100% sure about this whole structure of three of them. Actually, one of them might have been easier to just type one word instead of having all these different ones. I'm sure it will work. I almost think one big one would work better, but it's just the way these are used. These I'll probably switch these in because I know that the way I work with them, I kind of, you can overload them anyway, can't you? You got, whatever this is, you can do, get, return, and then have a character data. I'm sorry, I'm gonna tidy this up tomorrow. I'm just gonna shove it there for now. So there is one character data dot double jump forward molt, yeah, bang, set, equals value, isn't it? Yeah. See, that'll work. If I just put that in for each of these things, then the job's a good one. Do you know what I mean? It's all done. So those will be set up. That's just a bit more boiler. These are all done. These are practically all done, and these are all done. Let's just get some kind of tidiness in sense of being finished. Load thingy. Let's just check it off which ones we forgot. Current rotation. Whoops. See, it looks messy at the moment. There we go. Quaternion. Do these? They probably do. That probably works, right? Doesn't matter for now. Was it just that? Up. We got up. We got found ground. Forward. Forward up. Stable. Ground. 3 ground things. Yes. That's it. Okay. Yep. So pretty much done. That's data's loaded. That's the new character job data loaded and returned. In fact, I don't know which more back's front. Doing like this and returning one, or creating a new one with this motor. Yeah, chuck a motor into it, and these two into a kind of new for one of these. So let's be like what is kinematic character motors? I love boiler ready. That's why I'm doing it. This is fun. Get the M's right. Doesn't know what that is. It's a thingy. So what's this namespace? Stupid, read down the attribute space. Okay, so that's practically all done. So we just create a new one of those, pass these 3 things in. Somehow it's exactly the same, but it just looks better to me. It feels better. Okay, so they create new. We pass in the motor in these 2 things. They're loaded up. The other ones are changed during. Yeah, it just makes it easier to work with those within the thing. This and this could be the same, could actually be just one, but doesn't matter. Practically done. It's just putting that into the execute. The jumps are a bit fiddly, only because of this nonsense. That's no longer, well, actually much easier because they don't actually matter anymore. I could do that now if I push myself. It's just a matter of like doing these cross. They're just math 3 cross. I had this all ready to do it. The math. Yeah, there's nothing weird going on. They're just they've just hidden them. No, they all exist there somewhere. Here we go. Yeah, I'm not sure what cross is, but it definitely has all the functions that you need. Cross, there we go. Method cross float 3, just pass it in like that. That gives you the float 3 cross. Yeah, I'd just be driving myself a bit half-headed. I would take a break here normally and just come back in 5-10 minutes to finish it off, which I may do. But anyway, that's it for the stream. I'll come back and we'll look at it tomorrow. It may or may not be finished by then. I think I'll probably go into bed now and I'll just leave it as it is. Give one of these weirdo, your project doesn't load properly because of this. Just comment it. But yeah, no, that's mostly done. Can you see it's quite easy to convert to a job? That didn't take us too long. I think that's about an hour tops, right? I mean, it's more or less finished. We've got the boiler, got a flaky system, but you know, it all works. Got to do those get and sets. That's about it. These things. Slap one of these and all the public variables that are being used, and it's all done. All right, thanks for watching.